Hey, Tommy from the Run Testers with another monthly roundup. This is the video where we pick all of the bits of kit or tech that we've tested over the past few weeks that we haven't managed to tell you about in other videos. So let's dive in and see what we've all picked this month.
If you're after a light, minimal running vest that covers those essentials of carrying a bit of water, a place to stash some fuel, and a lightweight jacket, keys, phone, that kind of thing, then I've been enjoying this Pinnacle Featherlite vest. It's a really simple option made from a nice, light, breathable, four-way stretch fabric for a pretty good kind of barely there feel. It's really quite minimal. Stash space consists of 4 front pockets here. 2 of those can take 500ml soft flasks. There are 2 below those with Velcro fastenings to keep things locked in and safe. One of those will work for a larger phone. There's also one main zippered back pocket with a 1.5 litre capacity. It does have quite a small opening though, so it will hold a small light jacket, but you're a bit restricted as to what you can put in there because of this opening. But what I really like about this is the lightweight fit. You've got adjustable sternum straps, and these side straps here help to get a nice secure fit. For porting a litre of water and a few other bits and bobs, it's really excellent. It's a good option for those kind of 2-hour trail adventures or those long, hot Sunday training runs that we're about to get into during the summer, where you need to carry a bit of extra fluids and a bit of fuel. Now here's one for the long haulers or anyone who's just looking for an alternative way to fuel their runs from regular gels and chews. These Dillitos blocks are based on traditional bocadillos used by Colombian cyclists. Each block of solidified guava and orange kind of jam delivers a big hit of 34 grams of carbs with a soft sort of pastel sweet texture. It's not as chewy and teeth bothering as many regular chews like Cliff Blocks, those kind of things. Now, although they happily fit in a running belt and vests, if they are not well wrapped, they can dissolve, but they taste great and they melt fast in the mouth, offering a welcome change of pace on taste and texture from the usual kind of gloopy gels or those really, really chewy chews. Now, I've long been a fan of LUCHOS as part of my ultra fueling mix of products. I like the classic guava flavour and the raspberry ones too. But at the Comrades, I packed a couple of these new flavours. This is a brand new guava and orange flavour, and they're also absolutely delicious, though they are very sweet. But overall, really good option if you're looking for something slightly different. So the sun's out, and if you're after a one application sunscreen that's easy to apply, won't leak stingy residue into your eyes, and protects really well, then I highly recommend the Lifejacket Sun Protection Spray 50 SPF. I used this for my Danube River run across Europe, where I was doing a marathon a day for multiple days. That was in the height of European summer, where I was in the sun for 6 to 7 hours a day, sometimes in temperatures hitting close to 40 degrees Celsius. Now, as a fair-skinned blondie, I burn really easily, but this worked brilliantly. I also used it for the recent Comrades marathon. It's more an oil than a cream. The spray dispenser makes it really dead easy to apply, and you get really good coverage. It's very easy to put on. And despite being an oil, I find it soaks in really well. It's like a drying oil, if that makes sense. So you don't get a layer of grease on the skin. And once it's on, it's kind of job done. It's SPF 50, so it's got you well covered. And I rarely had to reapply. It's very much a P20 alternative, which is another option I really highly recommend. That's one that I used running the Sahara at the Marathon des Sables. But if you're looking for an equally reliable alternative, check out the Life System Sport 50 sunscreen.
So my first couple of picks this month are both from Montane actually, and one of them is the t-shirt I'm wearing right now. It's the Montane Dart Nano tee. This is a really lightweight and breathable tee for your hot weather runs during the summer, and it's also got Polygene's odor control treatment on it, so it does mean it doesn't start to smell after one run. I actually ran in it today at lunchtime. It dries really quickly, so just a couple of hours later it's completely dry. It doesn't stink. Kind of going to do a cycle in it again now, and yeah, I just really like that in a t-shirt. It's really lightweight, very breathable, doesn't smell, all things that are good and easy to use in t-shirts, in that you can use it for a couple of runs without having to worry about washing it every single time, and it's still got that very lightweight feel you expect from kind of like a synthetic t-shirt really. It costs £50 in the UK or $65 in the US. That is the Montane Dart Nano t-shirt. There's also a Montane Dart t-shirt, which is a slightly heavier fabric. This is the really lightweight version that I think is a bit better for summer. Then my other pick from Montane this month is the Featherlite Nano Windproof, which is a jacket. It's in there. That's how small it packs up, and that's basically why I really like this jacket. It is incredibly packable. It's very lightweight. It's just like 52 grams. You can put it into the pocket of a set of running shorts if you're going to carry it on a run with you for changeable conditions, and that's basically what we've had here. So I've been running a lot in the UK summer, and it's been quite nice the last week and a half, but before that it was changing all the time. Like, it was just very frustrating to go out on a run actually in a vest with sunglasses on, and then it rains by the time I got to the end of my road and that kind of thing. So I'm using it a lot for like warm-ups and sessions and cool down, and I cycle to a park sometimes to do my sessions, and it's great for the ride to and from, and then you can carry the jacket with you without it feeling like too big or weighty during the run and that kind of thing. So it's windproof, it's got a water repellent coating on it as well. I have used it in the rain, and unless it's really heavy rain, it's going to get through because it is a very thin jacket and very lightweight. So it's obviously not one that's going to be very, very warm, but if you're someone who tends to run hot anyway and just wants a thin layer to add on for those changeable conditions, keeps the wind off your torso, keeps you dry in a light shower, and yeah, it's been really good for me. I think the main thing is definitely for kind of warm-ups and cool downs, and just when things change. If I go out for an easy run and I'm going at a relaxed pace and the sun just disappears and it starts raining, it can get cold quite quickly, and being able to just pop this into, like I say, a set of shorts and carry it with you is really, really helpful. Obviously very good as well if you are going to go up and down mountains and that kind of thing in the summer, where temperature and the conditions will change a lot as you get to the top of big hills even, and you might want a jacket with you that's nice and lightweight and packable you can pop on for the colder sections. It costs £100 or $130, so it's certainly not cheap, but it is one of the best examples of this kind of lightweight packable jacket I've come across, having tested quite a few. That is the Montane Featherlite Nano Windproof. Then my last pick this month is the Rabbit FKT 2.0 5-inch shorts. I think they come in other lengths as well. We talk a lot about storage shorts here on the channel. We're big fans of being able to cram a load of stuff into our shorts, either when we're racing in something like a marathon, so you can carry things like gels and drinks with you, or just for everyday runs when we want to carry a bit of nutrition, a water bottle, our phones. And when we've done previous storage shorts videos, people have often mentioned the Rabbit FKT shorts. Finally got to test them, and they're really good actually. They've got an internal liner, but they're not really full 2-in-1 shorts, but they've got a nice tight fit, and all the storage around the belt is designed quite nicely, so everything is held quite tight against the body. I haven't really had any bouncing. I've been able to carry 250ml soft flasks in these shorts whilst doing hard runs without them being annoying and heavy and bouncing on the side. Got 2 deep kind of pouch pockets on either side that sit almost on the hips, and then a central pocket at the back which is a zipped pocket which can take a phone or a soft flask or a few gels and that kind of thing. And then the front has actually got no pockets at all. Like, I would argue there's room for another pocket there. I wouldn't mind having another pocket there myself, but actually having it all around the kind of hips and back of the shorts is the best place for carrying it in terms of lack of bouncing and kind of less annoying, and it's very easy to access all the stuff on the run as well. So they've been really comfortable shorts. I've used them for long runs. I actually generally prefer a 2-in-1 short, but I do find these have been really good if I haven't had any kind of chafing of my legs or other areas with these shorts. So yeah, I've been pretty impressed by them. I'm going to try and use them in a race at some point to carry. I carry a lot of stuff in races, and I want to try and use them to carry a couple of soft flasks and run fast for a long period and see if there's any problems. But certainly a really good option for anyone who likes a lot of storage in their shorts. They cost £62 in the UK, on the $75 in the US. That is their Rabbit FKT 2.0 5-inch shorts.
So my first pick this month is this Bound Rekord short sleeve t-shirt. Now, Mike has mentioned these before. I think he reviewed the vest a while back. This is the first time I've tested out some Bound kit. Bound is a brand that produce triathlon kit, but obviously they produce running as part of that. So this top, I'm really enjoying testing this top. As you know, if you watch the channel, I like subtle colours. I don't really like bright garish colours like Mike does. So I really like the design of this. It's just nice blue colorway, really enjoying wearing it. The other thing as well is it's the sweat wicking in it is really good. So I've just been out for a run. I sweated quite a lot. That was about 10 minutes ago. I've got back and it's pretty much dried up already. So really good for sweat wicking capabilities. The other thing I like about this top is that it fits me really well. I sometimes struggle with some running kit where I'm quite well built up top, and I can find with some running kit that it doesn't quite fit me very well. I like it to be a bit fitted around the top part of the body, but I like it to be a bit looser around my my belly, and this really feels very comfortable for that. It's nice and comfortable around the arms. It's quite nicely fitted, but it does mean that it gives me a little bit more space in the midriff and just makes it a little bit more comfortable. So very much enjoying this top. It also has these abrasion-free openings to like the arms, where it's just really finely sewn around those areas, so that it's nice and soft and doesn't rub or anything like that. So it's very comfortable, and apparently it's got some anti-perspirant qualities as well. I'm the sort of person who's really going to be putting that to the test. So I haven't really noticed me not perspiring in it, but it's definitely very good at sweat wicking. So well worth picking up if you just want a solid, comfortable, really good running top that is going to keep you relatively dry after you go for a run. My next pick this month is a bit of a different one. We don't normally cover books when we do the essentials, but I've been reading this recently, the Smart Running by Jen and Sim Benson. Now, I buy quite a few running books. I'm a coach, so I tend to buy books on training and things like that. And I always find that they can be quite hard to read. They go into a lot of detail about some of the specifics, which is what you want from when you're trying to learn about coaching, but they can be a really hard read. And for beginners or general runners, there's too much information for them a lot of the time when you really just want simple answers to a lot of the things that you want to know when it comes to your training. This book, I've just been really enjoying it. It's really, really simple. It covers everything. It's basically an A to Z of everything you need to know about running when you start running, or if you've been running for a long time. I found loads of stuff out in this book that I haven't really known about before, or haven't really investigated before. But it covers everything. So fueling and hydration, how to plan your training, rest recovery, strength and mobility. It's basically anything you can think of when it comes to training for running. It will have a chapter on that. It even has things on like buying running shoes and all those sorts of things. The guys who write it are quite experienced runners, but also they have qualifications in coaching. They have qualifications in various other aspects of the world of running and fitness and health. So they know what they're talking about. They're also really nice and easy to read. It's a very accessible book. So if you are looking for a nice, enjoyable coffee table read, or if you just started running and you're thinking, I'd like to just learn a general overview of all different aspects of running, then this is a really good book for that. It also covers things like heart rate training and stuff like that, where in quite simple, clear ways. So it doesn't go into too much depth. It's quite a nice entry point as well. If you want to find out about running and you don't really know where to start, you can read through this book, find something in there that is actually the area that you're really focused on, and then maybe look into getting a more detailed book on those areas. But for most people, this has got every bit of information you'll need, and I've very much been enjoying reading it. So well worth a look, and it'd be a really good Christmas gift or something for someone. I know Christmas is a long way away, but worth keeping on your notepad for gift ideas when it comes up. So yeah, that is Smart Running, well worth a read if you're looking for a running guide. My third pick this month is this Bob and Brad C2 Pro massage gun. Now, previously, I've never been that big of a fan. I've been a bit skeptical when it comes to massage devices. There's a lot that get released these days, and I've never been too sure about the benefits of them. I think a lot of the research and stuff tends to be quite vague, and I've never really been sure about the benefits of them. When I got injured a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, with quite a bad calf injury, I did start using a massage gun to loosen up my muscles before running and after running. I didn't use them for the injury itself, so you have to be careful with massage guns on how you actually use them. So make sure you read up on the best way to use a massage gun. Don't stop pounding your injuries with them. But I was interested to find out, because I was using Theragun Pro for last time that I was injured. I wanted to find out what a £99 massage gun was like and seeing if it was different. There are lots of massage guns out these days, so there's a big variety in what you can get. What I've found with this one is that it's really similar in terms of what you're getting out of it to what I was getting from a significantly more expensive Theragun. Apparently it's got 44 pounds of stall force, which I think is pretty high for a massage gun based on my research into other massage guns. Definitely feels quite strong. I didn't know it's a massive difference between this and Theragun Pro. It comes with 5 different heads, so you get some wider ones which are a bit more accessible for people who just starting using massage guns, and then things like this that are quite pointy and are probably used if you've got used to massaging and know what you're doing. You also get with this one this heat and cold head, and this basically you can set it to be hot or cold. It's not the hottest or coldest thing, that it's not going to make a massive difference. It's not like you're putting ice on, or it's not like it's really warm, but it is noticeable. I'm not too sure on the benefits of using that. I've seen a few other massage guns adding this feature on these days, so if you're interested in that, it's got that on there. I'm not sure massively on the benefits. I imagine that the heat one might be relatively useful if you're using it as a warm-up tool, so if that's your interest, then that's fine. But really, if you're looking for a massage gun, you're interested in either replacing one you've got at the moment, or you just want to try one for the first time, I think this is a good option, especially considering the price of some of them. Some are upwards of £300 at the moment. So one that comes in under £100 is a pretty good price. So if you're looking for a massage gun, I've very much been enjoying testing this one out, and it seems to do the job as well as much more expensive ones. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. There's actually a link below. Bob and Brad gave us a 10% discount on this, and so I'll put the link in the captions below. We don't make any money out of that. If you click on that link, it's purely a benefit that they just gave us because we were testing it out. So if you wanted to use that, then you can. That's it from us on this month's Essentials. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the little bell. And if you go into the caption below, you can find a link to our podcast, which comes out a couple of times each month. Thanks a lot for watching. Catch you next time.